Hello, in this video we are going to have a look at how to export a SPSS data file into a CSV file. Now CSV file stands for Comma Separated Values, and it's a sort of plain text format for data, and it is probably the most versatile way to export your data. Like almost any other data analytics software will be able to read a CSV file. So it's a really common task if you're working in SPSS and you wanted to share your data with someone who, say, works in R or something else. A CSV file is a great way to do that. So how we do it, we've got some data here, which is data about the heavy metal band Metallica, which we inputted in a previous video. So imagine that your Metallica loving friend wanted these data, but your Metallica loving friend is not an SPSS loving friend, so has asked for it in a plain text format. So we'll go to the file menu, go to export. There's lots of different options you can use, but we are going to use the CSV data option, and it'll give you a dialog box, ask you if you want to or what you want to save your data as. By default, it will call your CSV file the same as your SPSS file. Because I already have a Metallica CSV file here, I'm gonna just change the name to new. So we're saving as a type comma delimited, and we've got a couple of options down here. So the first is write variable names to the file. So this is basically asking us, do you want to create a row at the top that contains the variable name? So that's the names across here, like name, birth date, death date, instrument. That's generally a good idea, so we'll do that. And here it's asking us, do we want to save value labels where defined instead of data values? Now, well, what's that all about? Well, essentially, we've got a couple of variables here, instrument and current member. So these two variables here. Now, when we view them here, we can see that they appear to be text. So the instrument can be drum, guitar, or bass. And current member is either true or false. But if we toggle this little button here, it reveals to us that there are also numbers attached. So when we inputted these data, we actually inputted numbers, not text. And there's more information on this in the video where we inputted these data in the first place. But if we go to the variable view for instrument, we can see that if we click on value labels, we have set up a kind of, we've set up labels attached to certain values. So where we input a value 1, the label is guitar, and 2, it's bass, and 3, it's drums. So what we've got here is like a mapping between numbers and labels. So we're assigning a number of 1, but we're attaching a category label of guitar. And similarly with current member of the band, we've got two mappings. A 0 represents false, a 1 represents true. So what this is asking us when we go to this export menu is it's kind of just saying, well, sorry, I'm going to pen new to this again. It's kind of just saying, well, do you want the labels or do you want the data value? So do you want to export the 1, 2, 3, 0, or do you want to export the words drum, bass, guitar? Now, different situations will require different things. Like if you were sending this to someone working in R, I would probably send them the value labels, because in a sense the numbers are meaningless. It's the labels that matter. We want to know that Lars plays the drums. We don't want to know that drums are assigned to 3. And if someone doesn't have that mapping, what does that 3 represent? Whereas the word drums clearly tells you what instrument the person plays. So we will save the value labels instead of the data values. And that is pretty much all there is to it. So we'll hit save.